Hey, subscribe to this channel because I'm going to simplify cooking for you with 2 recipes every week. Very good recipes. Like today, I'm making marinara sauce and I'm going to simplify it. Listen, look at the tomato sauce and see the recipe. Don't worry about the name so much. Marinara traditionally is a very simplified tomato sauce in itself. Basil, garlic, a little bit of crushed red pepper. That's basically salt and pepper. That's basically it. And tomato, of course. But you know, I do a little more with my marinara sauce. Actually, I do a lot more with my marinara sauce. And you'll see, that's why, don't worry. I'm calling it marinara sauce, but it's a little bit more. But that's okay. Because don't worry about the name. It's marinara sauce today, a la Chef Dan. So let's get cooking. Hey, we're going to start with about a tablespoon of olive oil. I got Goya. You know why? It was on sale. Any virgin olive oil will do. Want to get that nice olive flavor. Alright? I got to use a tablespoon. You want to use a little less? Use a little less. It's okay. Get that hot like on medium heat. Then I'm going to add 10 cloves of garlic. Yeah, you heard correct. That's 10 cloves of garlic. You know why I use so much? Because I cut them really large. If you cut them big, you use more garlic. Because there's less surface area and less that garlic heat. More sweet. Very nice. I want to brown this up a little bit. Ooh, that garlic smells good. Once you start to really smell that garlic aroma, add your onions. I used 1 nice red onion. A big one. That's perfect. The onions are cooking. The garlic's turning brown. I can smell it. I gotta add my next ingredient. How about some nice small diced red pepper? That's gonna give us some sweetness. Now I'm gonna add the next 3 ingredients. Gonna give this sauce its character. First, some black olives. Hey, I only sliced them in half. I want big chunks in there. Make it like home style. The black olives I'm using is calamata olives. Fantastic. Very Mediterranean. And then some capers. Okay? Capers are going to give it that salty brininess. Wonderful stuff. So good. I use the small ones. The big ones I think are a little too big for capers. Going to get a little too salty. And finally, anchovies. 3 anchovies, roughly chopped. Going to give a nice kind of a seafood kind of flavor, a little fishiness. Wonderful. Don't use too many, it's going to be too fishy. If you use too little, you won't get any flavor at all. 3 is perfect. Olives, capers, and anchovies. Woo, look at that. Hey, now we got to talk about our tomatoes. I use 2 kinds of tomatoes. This is a chopped tomato. A chopped tomato. It's going to give me some texture to it. Wonderful. I use 1 can, or I'm going to use the Palmy. Palmy's a really good brand. Very nice. The ingredient? Tomato. That's it. That's why it's so good. So I'm going to use 1. This is 25 ounce. You can use it 1 can of tomato, but 1 chopped. The other tomato I'm going to use is a tomato puree, and that is, or this is strained tomato. Very good. Hey, this pan was too small. I had to move it into something larger. Woo, I'm making a lot of sauce today. Make sure you got the right size pan or you'll be like me and have to move pans in the middle of a recipe. Okay, so I mix all my ingredients together, and then all I have to do is really season this up nice. 1 teaspoon. Instead of crushed red pepper, I'm going to put in some Aleppo pepper. This is nice. It's not as spicy as crushed red pepper, and it has a nice, like, sun-dried tomato flavor. Wonderful stuff. I'm going to use about half a teaspoon. Hey, if you like it a little spicier, use more. If you like it less spicier, use less. I'm also going to add a half a tablespoon of sugar. To me, my marinara sauce represents the sea. The original translation was sailor, like to be made like a sailor would make it, in the sailor style, which is like the sea, the ocean. So that's why I add the anchovies, right? And that's why the ingredients I have are like salty, briny. The olives are in a brine, the capers are in a brine. The anchovies are salty, and then I added sugar to make the whole thing like salty, a little bit touch of sweetness to give that salty, sweet brininess. Hey, serve this with a couple pieces of shrimp, a little piece of fish. It's wonderful. Wonderful sauce. I'm going to cover this and cook it for about 20 minutes. Okay, I got a pot of water going here. It's almost a gallon of water. And I have a good tablespoon of salt. There we go. I like to use some kind of macaroni because this sauce has got like chunks of stuff in it. I think macaroni goes well with that. So right now I'm using a penne. Great. If you look at the ingredients, it just says 100% whole semolina. And that's the only ingredient, and that's great. I got salt in the water, so I'm going to have some flavor to it. I'm going to boil up the pasta and then add the sauce. Okay, so here's how you serve this dish. About a teaspoon of olive oil. Take your pasta. When you drain your pasta, don't rinse it. You need that little bit of starch in there. Gonna help you out. Hey, that's one portion for me. Then I'm gonna add some sauce. About a cup of sauce per portion. Hey, it's up to you. You want to add a little more, add a little more. You want to add a little less, add a little less. Then I'm just going to mix the two together, the pasta and the sauce. The pasta's going to kind of absorb some of the sauce. And that's beautiful. It's going to flavor the pasta really nice. Hey, this dish isn't done yet. I got a big surprise coming. Just for my subscribers. Hey, I got a non-stick pan here and a little bit of spray oil. You know what that means? I'm going to top this off with a fried egg. That's special. Hey, you tell the people you cook for, I love you, man. I'm making special food for you. You know what I'm doing? I'm frying an egg. I'm going to put it on top. The yolk, going to make a beautiful sauce with everything. Fantastic. The tomatoes are a little bit acidic. The yolk is fatty. Woo, that's a special combination for sure. Check out the beautiful fried egg. That yolk is beautiful. I'm going to put a nice piece of anchovy right across that egg. And a little bit of chiffonade of basil. That's just sliced basil. Around like that. A little garnish of, I got some olives and some capers. Just going to put a little bit around, a little garnish. It represents what's inside the sauce so people know what they're eating, right? And one nice sprig of basil. Woo, that's going to be beautiful. Check that out. I'm getting hungry already. Hey, you want to know what you can put on top of this? How about some nice eggplant meatballs? I got a video for that. Wonderful stuff. Oh, you got to check that out. It's fantastic. I'll see you there.